feel there are several reasons why there can be problems with the immune system. One is the standard American diet, your basic fast food, junk food diet.
It tastes good though.
Tastes good?
But it's not good.
What if you had a health food that tasted good as a junk food? Would you eat it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink a lot of soda.
Basically, I eat fish, vegetables, fruit, and a lot of candy.
Half the population are walking around so toxic every day, from the fast foods, the french fries, the hamburgers, the colas, the smoking, the coffee, the sugar, and then taking all the pesticides on the produce they are eating, the growth stimulating hormones in the chickens, the hamburgers, and we're just a walking cesspool.
Another common one I see is mental and emotional stress, how people handle stress.
At some point, when you develop an active disease process that you recognize, our body's ability to cope with the various stressors that we've put it under has been exceeded. Now, sometimes those can be emotional stresses. It's well known that somebody can be in a highly emotionally charged situation and they can turn around and have a heart attack. Their emotional stress load has exceeded their personal ability to cope with that stress.
When the mind perceives a threat, which can be anything from an emotional threat to a physical threat, that could be environmental changes like the change in weather. It can be physical abuse, it could be emotional trauma, it could be a particular event that happens. The mind will perceive that as a threat. And when that happens, it processes a whole cascade of events within the brain. An emotional response is processed in a part of the brain called the limbic system, which then will stimulate another part of the brain called the hypothalamus. And that triggers a whole cascade of events, which involves the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, the neuroendocrine system, and the immune system.
In the last 25 years, there's been an increasing amount of research that's demonstrated that the mind, the nervous system, the endocrine system, and the immune system, traditionally thought of as being independent systems, actually interact substantially so that molecules and transmitters produced by the nervous system interact and affect the behavior of immune cells. And in turn, immune cells and their products affect the behavior of the nervous system and the endocrine system in some very substantial ways. Chronic negativity in terms of thoughts and feelings can produce states that look like immunodepressed or immunosuppressed physiologies.
Another one is toxins. Toxins mainly that we get from our food supply and environment.
There's chemicals in our air, there's chemicals in our water, in many cases there's chemicals in our food. All of that provides a toxic load that your body needs to get rid of. We each have a different individual ability to do that. We have a personal threshold for what we will tolerate physically, emotionally, and chemically. Disease processes are all the end stage of some kind of decompensation. Sometimes it's acute, meaning that it happens suddenly. But many times it's very insidious. You've been exposing yourself to some type of a bad situation, whether it's a bad diet or a poor exercise program or a chemical or toxic load, maybe because of the industry that you work in or where you live, something like that. And at some point your body can no longer deal with that, and all of a sudden you develop a symptom.